Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a week, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. Lastly, if you are interested in joining any of our campaigns, we do have open slots available in all of them other than our epic level campaign. That one we just filled up the last slot in as we have a returning player coming in. But if you're interested in, say, this one, the early Tuesday one, the Saturday game, or the Sunday game, we do have open slots available. Be sure to reach out to me and let me know. You can message me on Discord, I'm Prodium Joey, or you can message me on my Patreon, which is listed down in the description below. Now, without further ado, only one of you rolled a d20.
If this is your trick to get me to have rolled the lowest, then...
Wait, no, I did recap last week. I'm exempt. Never mind.
Ooh, Sybil.
I wasn't here this week.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Dresley. Oh, no. Barnabas.
I did it last week.
You're muted.
That's fine. Last week was fairly simple. Last week we got pulled into a meeting with the Tooth Fairy, who demanded that we do extra work on top of the normal tests, and that, you know, she would make things much harder for us if we didn't. So after a bunch of back and forth on trying to figure out what exactly she wanted, she gave us a bunch of options. We decided that we would retrieve all the parts for her mint toothbrush that was destroyed by a Fey dragon. So we went and got the first parts, which was being worshipped by a group of sprites, where, to distract them, Durin invented a new drink called Sprite. And we went and got them to officially sign rights for Durin to use the name Sprite in his concoction in exchange for a percentage of the profits. And while the distraction was going on, Dresley snuck in and stole the part. We then headed to an old abandoned church that was filled with undead, and stealthing did not go very well. So again, Dresley went balls to the wall for the piece, only this time by speed instead of by stealth, while Durin and Barnabas held off most of the undead before we could all retreat. The final part was with the Fey Dragon himself as part of his horde. So we went to go see him to find out it's a tiny little Fey Dragon, but nobody believed that anything in the Fey, no matter how small, was going to be a pushover. So instead of picking a fight, we challenged him to a contest on the drug powers of his his Fey Dragon dust versus Durin's weed. And when it came down to it, Durin licked the dragon's tail to get a more in-depth or a more full exposure to his fairy dust. And Durin proved once again to be the best drug user of all, and while not fully himself, was more himself than the dragon was, and we were awarded the last piece and some new armor for Barnabas, and then we returned to turn everything into the Tooth Fairy.
Not before someone attempted something.
Oh yeah, Dresley, I forgot, did attempt to steal from the dragon and got caught. And luckily we managed to get out of that one, as far as we know. And then we returned to the Tooth Fairy, turned all of our parts in, and we now await the next part of our trial.
So, upon getting back together, two of your companions have been relaxing inside of your designated tent. This lavish and luxurious location that has a custom long twisting serpentine couch that is made out of real snakeskin. Sybil, you are sitting there as your allies get back from a mission from the Tooth Fairy you were unaware that they had taken.
Okay.
You see your allies walk through the front door after being gone for several hours.
Now, where were you all?
Where were you?
I was right here. Where were you?
We got
Doing
called
stuff.
out. Getting stuff? Yeah, that's true. We got called on by the Tooth Fairy.
For what?
Seems she was making multiple groups do private jobs for her in exchange for her not ruining our chances in the event.
Oh,
Did you
Sybil
do it?
not getting 60 minutes?
What?
Yes, we accomplished it. What about 60 minutes, Dresley?
Like, we all got interviewed by the Tooth Fairy,
Oh, yes.
so she doesn't have to go through that.
No, just the three of you she wanted to embarrass on that part. Don't worry. If you win again, she'll embarrass the others.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we went and got some parts. Durin made a new, marketing agreement. He's becoming quite the corporate raider over the time.
I'm gonna make buttloads of cash.
Well, did you finish our task?
Yes, we finished it. We got 3 parts for her wand that some Fey Dragon stole. Sorry, my dog's being a butt. So we got all of her parts. She's good. Now we just have to await. The dragon gave me some armor. I'm gonna have to go spend some time getting that useful. And I guess we're waiting till morning. I'm assuming the next trial is in the morning. What did you and Pyre do while we were gone?
Nothing too important.
Nothing too important.
Nothing too important.
I figured she ignored you because the fact that you have involvement in all these tests. I still can't figure out why she ignored Pyre, but yeah. Who knows what the Tooth Fairy does?
Who knows what any Fae does?
Dresley,
I'm sorry.
you shudder at the idea. Oh, what did you say, Barnabas?
I said, sorry, the Tooth Fairy. Gotta make sure you pronounce that correctly.
Alrighty, guys. So, sleep time?
Nap time.
Yes.
Time for your nappy naps. So, as you each lay your heads down to sleep, you all find a restful and easy evening. When you awaken in the morning, you notice that there's already music playing outside, and all of you are exceptionally hungry right now. I would like a perception check. From each of you. $31.
How's that not a crit?
It is. You see the little triangle icon in the corner? That's what crits look like now.
Oh, I saw it over the 27. I thought the 27 was a crit.
No, it always puts it at the corner of the box.
Oh.
Yeah. Holy shit. Well then, 3 of you don't notice anything. Durin.
I noticed everything.
You smell fresh marmalade and shrimp cocktails. And you smell cake and fresh pie. There are so many different things, and you are insatiably hungry when you smell all of this. And you realize there is no food in your tent anywhere.
Yeah, but I don't even have that spell. Barnabas! Oh, he's gone. Jesse, wake up. We gotta find food.
Yeah, we do. Why am I so hungry?
Because there's great stuff everywhere. Can you smell it?
Now when he points it out to you, what is your absolute favorite thing in the world, Dresley? Your absolute, if this is on the menu, you're going with it every time.
That's gonna be a filet mignon with a nice little. I was about to say make up a presumptuous sauce on it, but I can't think of one off the top of my head.
And you immediately smell that when Durin points it out to you. And how about for you, Sybil? What is your absolute favorite thing to eat? Children?
Yes. But I don't want to smell children. That's weird.
Well, this is the Fae. If you're gonna get them anywhere.
Oh, no. That was a joke. Jesus Christ.
You say that, but where are we? Double bacon wedge. Ditch bread, use bacon. Okay, Goku.
Ditch bread, use bacon. It's double bacon. It's bacon with bacon and bacon and bacon. Bacon. But Sybil, what is your favorite meal that you smell right now?
Oh god. I want to say something fishy, like maybe squid.
Ooh, squid, nice.
Raw or deep fried?
Good question, because calamari is.
Calamari is good, so I am going to say calamari.
Very good. You smell fresh fried calamari from that nice diner back home. They always seasoned it perfectly for you. Oh, it smells so delectable. And then Barnabas, yours was...
My favorite meal?
Yes.
Barnabas's favorite meal is liver and onions.
Everyone else
Okay,
gags
Doug.
as you smell.
Okay, Doug.
I do that for the reaction because I personally do actually love liver and onions.
That is so despicable.
My wife agrees with you.
I know. We had a conversation in length about that grotesque opinion of yours.
Maybe this campaign is not for me.
Onions are fine. It's the liver I have a problem with.
Onions are delicious. You can cook them any way, and I love them. Raw, delicious. Liver.
Like a tread liver.
I can imagine Barnabas biting directly into a raw onion for some strange reason.
I used to do that as a kid. But anyways.
Yeah, and I mean, look at you, how you've turned out.
You want disadvantage, because this is how you get disadvantage. So yes, you smell that fragrance on the horizon. And Durin, how about you? Your all-time favorite meal. And why is it pizza? I'm joking. Just
It's all of them.
all of them? That's your favorite meal?
You said I smelled everything.
Well, you do smell everything, because you rolled a 31. But what is
It's
that
edible, he
one
likes it.
thing that comes to you?
Food.
Right now, I'm thinking French toast.
Food that has fruitness to it.
And you can smell the fresh beignets cut, trimmed down into toast with the beautiful little bit of cinnamon mixed into the batter and the powdered sugar and syrup. It's excruciating, Durin, that you can smell this so perfectly.
we need to go.
I mean, at this point, Durin's just dragging us out.
Yep.
Where
Hurry up
are we
before I
going?
start using my big boy spells.
So, you guys go out of the chamber, realizing all of the food vendors are gone. Closed up shops. Nothing to eat. The only thing edible within range is Sir Quaxalot.
Well, technically, we're all edible, but that's called cannibalism, children.
Yes, we had that conversation last week, Dresley. That eating your enemies is not good.
Huh? Why?
Dresley went on a thing while we were on our mission, Sybil. He really wanted to eat other Fae for some reason.
What's wrong with us?
I will say. Remember that severed arm we had that had a long sword attached to it? Well, we found the owner, and I taunted them by chewing off one of their fingers and throwing the arm at them.
But of course, Sybil doesn't have a problem with this. Guys
I'm
are all
noticing we're
broken.
weird.
So there's no food, or there's just no food vendors?
There's no food vendors, but are you guys trying to find food?
Oh, fuck yeah.
I mean, we have our bloodhound, that is Durin, who can literally become a bloodhound.
I'm literally a bloodhound looking for food.
You guys, Durin, you have a stash on the cannabis. You always have Twinkies.
Yeah.
You go charging into the cannabis, and all of you hear Durin exclaim loudly, a shriek of horror as his Twinkie stash is gone.
They stole your Twinkies.
I feel like Durin's about to become the new Tooth Fairy.
Villain arc right now.
Durin, you exclaim.
Someone go die.
And as you all are going through this range of emotions, you see a visible stream of steam head over towards each of you and tickles your noses with the smell of fresh pie and starts wiggling like a Looney Tune show to beckon you in a specific direction. I need a charisma save from each of you, suppressing the need to follow this beautiful, intoxicating scent.
If I fail, can I just use it to hover as a cartoon?
Oh, yes.
Oh, save it throw.
It should not have done the D4. I don't know why it did. I told it not to.
Right either.
So 18 for me.
Well, damn! Yeah. You can choose to follow it or ignore it. Your call.
Oh, I'm following it.
I choose to follow Durin, not the food smells.
So, as you are following him, you notice this intoxicating scent keeps wrapping around each of you, and the other contestants seem to be lured by it as well, as you're all heading further down the walk. And you walk for miles. No food in sight, no trees with any amount of edible sustenance, nothing. And inevitably, you all walk up to this gorgeous looking restaurant. The ceiling inside of the establishment is easily 90 feet high, and the architecture in here is magnificently glorious. You see all of these various tables that seem to have these large platters and covers over top of them with a magical barrier around it. And your group seems to be the last one here, finding a position to sit in along the way. At the end of this restaurant, you see a panel of judges, including the Tooth Fairy. Oh, and because you weren't here to see her last time, Sybil, enjoy.
That makes sense.
Now adorned with her newest wand, the Tooth Fairy smiles as she steps forward, looking at the party and activities. Sorry, let me get to her speech again. Well, darlings, it's time to sink your teeth into a second trial of this year's Fey Crossing. You hear a soundbite of applause appear from nowhere as you notice all of these cameras and camera crews watching you all, moving their instruments around. Tonight, our bold little dreamers will face the Enchanted Feast, a culinary challenge where more than their stomachs are on the line. Here's the deal, my lovelies. One member of each group must take a bite, just a taste, mind you, of these sumptuous delights before them. But beware, these aren't your grandma's casseroles. Some dishes may charm your willpower right out of you, while others, well, let's just say the spice might take you out in more ways than one. She winks dramatically at a camera right behind your group. And just so we're clear, don't try any of that picky eater nonsense. If they pass these little bits of checks, they'll move on. If not, well, let's just say your dining experience might become a feast for the ages. Or for the poison. Another laugh track goes off without a hitch. And who's better to serenade our brave competitors than the smoothest, most delicious voice in all the Fey Wilds? That's right, folks. Please give a round of applause and a smooch, if you dare, to the triple platinum spellbinding artist of soulful ballads, the one, the only, she gestures back, Tiberius Coldwell. Oh, perfect. Damn it, almost. You hear a beautiful, smooth, song begin to bellow outwards. As Tiberius steps from around the table, twisting and spiraling to the front, where he lands in front of the Tooth Fairy, picks up her hand, kissing it, and you watch as she flies into the air back into her seat. Who here is a fan of this man? The most soulful, the most amazing ballad artist of this generation. None of you?
I'm using my references to like see what kind of music would qualify with this.
Barry Manilow. Or any R&B group.
Okay, then yeah, I would be a fan of him.
Dresley, as
I think my mom likes him.
as he spins around and gestures at everybody, you see multiple groups of the other tables stand up and start applauding and cheering and hollering. And Dresley, holy shit, you've never gotten to meet this man before. As he smiles towards everybody. Well now, ladies, gents, and everything in between, let me paint you a picture. Because what we've got laid out here isn't just a feast. It's an experience. Each dish, a story. Every bite, a journey. Let's dive in, shall we? He gestures his hand across the side, and you see the barriers dissipate immediately, and the trays are revealed. The first one, seated in front of you, Dresley. Oh, baby, this one's sure heaven on a plate. A buttery crust, cradling a golden filling that shines brighter than any award. One bite, and it'll melt right in your mouth. And baby, take your willpower with it. The golden ambrosia tart. The next plate moves out of the way in front of Pyre. Now this one's for the bold. A deep, fiery red broth that burns so good, you'll feel it all the way down. But don't worry, if it doesn't kill you, it'll definitely wake you up. He smirks, licking his lips. The Inferno Pepper Stew. The next dish, in front of Sir Quaxalot. Smooth, creamy, and rich, just like me. Made with truffles, kissed by the light of the full moon. But tread lightly. One taste and you might find yourself begging for more. The moonlit truffle risotto. Next one, in front of you, Sybil. These little beauties sparkle like stars, taste even sweeter. A drizzle of honey that's so luscious, it's almost sinful. Careful now, sweetness can be a dangerous game. He says, and Sybil, you realize he's like standing right behind you and gives you a little smirk and wink. Enjoy your glazed stardust plums. And then, for you, he looks at you, Barnabas. Soft. Oh. Decadent. And filled with a cream so silky. It's like kissing danger on the lips. One bite, and you might just get a little sting. The velvet venom eclairs. Now, remember, folks, every bite is a risk, but isn't that what makes it so exciting? So dig in, savor the flavors, and let's see who's got the guts and the stomach for greatness. He leans in close to his microphone. Oh, hey, Tooth Fairy, save me a seat by your table, will ya? I've got a song just for you. As he twists away and begins dancing to his own track that is playing right now, you see the table of the food nobles, those that are in charge of various different activities here. Lady Marmalade will step around towards all of you first. Well, it sure is just a blessing to have all of you here with us today. Remember, everybody has to eat at least one bite of one dish, but no one's to say you're stuck with the dish you have. You're more than welcome to trade it away with somebody else and try to eat something you think ain't gonna kill you. Of course, this is all the food that's going to be available to each of you for the entirety of the day. And the third activity happens tonight. If you don't eat, you won't get strong. And if you eat too much, you risk getting filled up on some poisons. And, of course, if you get too poisoned, you might just die. But I'm looking forward to each of you and whatever plans you come up with. If you have any further questions, come up to the panel of judges up here. We have Prince Umame, Lord Gristle, myself, and the Tooth Fairy with our amazing, sexy guest, Tiberius. Hi, sweetie. Yes, so if anybody's looking for anything, come up and ask us. The crowd applauses again from some track somewhere as they circle away and disappear at their table, leaving each of you in front of your own respective dishes.
You didn't list one for me.
Oh, Durin.
Yeah,
Oh, I did. Sir, no, I got more dishes. Give me a second.
Gonna be honest, when I saw Lady Marmalade, I was thinking, are you pulling a Moulin Rouge?
That's what I thought too.
I was tempted to, but I think that would be just too much for this scene.
Wild, man.
For this scene, give me a minute, all right? Damn.
Let him build up to it.
Yep. And of course, I forgot to show off your beautiful dish. Smoky, tender, and falling off the bone, just like every heart I've broken. But be warned, these bad boys bite back. Your flame-kissed chimera ribs. Courtesy of Lord Gristle himself. Durin, all of you have been here long enough to know Lord Gristle runs the single best barbecue shop in all of the realms. He has a wait list of 5 years to be able to buy some of his barbecue. It is the rarest and most delicious and enchanting food that anybody has been able to recreate outside of that lasagna thing that you guys remember hearing about one time or another, but that's irrelevant. So, everybody. What, lasagna?
No, you said it's a 5-year wait list. We've been here 6. Were we able to get it?
Definitely not. None of you are important or rich enough.
Oh,
I mean, I might have been, but then I bought a van.
So yes, you all have your meals in front of you. The flame-kissed chimera ribs, the velvet venom eclair, the glazed stardust plum, the moonlit truffle risotto, the inferno pepper stew, and the golden ambrosia tart. Unfortunately, Hunter does not have a meal in front of him.
Well, why not?
Not even a sad little can of oil.
Fine, they will put a small can of grease in front of him.
You gonna finish that?
So yes, everybody, you have your warning, you have your track, and you have your challenge before you. Mind you, this early in the morning with all of these scents and your charisma saves, you can suppress eating for now. But remember,
Oh,
everybody
that's
has
what
to
you're
eat.
eating
Oh, are you eating yours?
Oh, hell yeah.
Roll me a D100, Durin.
You have to take at least one bite, but it's the only food we're gonna be allowed to eat the entire day. Uh-oh.
No. Thank God it's the dwarf.
Oh,
These smoky tender ribs are absolutely delectable, Durin. As everyone else is getting ready to contemplate what is going on, you've already picked them up and started eating and licking it off of the bone. It is so amazing how soft and tender this is. It is incredible. And oh, what's that feeling? Why does your chest hurt so bad? Con save. You do have advantage because poison.
Yeah. 21.
Let's go.
I think that green triangle's just advantage. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
think
just advantage.
Aww,
The other
they
one
need
was
to give
the
us
other
an
one was a
icon.
crit though.
It was. They just need to give us an icon for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they beta access.
But anyways, you guys watch as Durin turns a sickly green, gets himself situated, and goes in for a second rib, where it happens again and again. And you guys watch as he eats about 5 of those ribs before he is satisfied, and you don't feel like you could possibly eat another Durin and keep living.
Maybe one more.
Darren,
And he's still visibly green.
you look like your plants. Put the rib down.
I think that's enough. All right.
Make me.
Don't make me do that to you. Just have a little self-control, Durin.
Who's that?
You're a Durin.
No, I meant
Self-control.
yeah, that.
So this
I
is all the. Sorry.
I was saying, I can't res you if you die, so I don't have any diamonds on me.
I just won't die.
If you eat another one, I think you'll die.
Only one way to know.
Darren,
Yeah.
that is enough.
Oh.
Thank you.
I'm going to bite into one of the eclairs.
Ooh, D100.
We have to take at least one bite, but this is our only food for the rest of the day, correct?
Yep. The food in this room is the only food for the rest of the day. You lift up one of the eclairs, sniffing at it. You take one bite, and as you do, you see Lady Marmalade's eyes go wide as she watches you. You stare back at her. Okay, this is safe. Okay, you feel fine. Okay, it's really good too. Like really good, Barnabas.
Is there just one eclair?
No, it's a tray full of eclairs.
Oh,
it's like
okay.
12.
I will hand one to Durin then, after I've determined they're safe. Here, why don't you have this instead, Durin?
Ooh.
You eat the
I will.
velvet venom eclairs.
Which, how crazy would it have been if it was poisonous?
Yeah, the first one wasn't. The other one was.
The dish with the venom in the name.
Yeah.
I had planned for that. I assumed they were going to be, so...
Already ate 5 poisons.
I will take a bite of mine. You said it's what was mine?
I believe yours was the glazed stardust plums.
Is it on? Oh, okay, plums. Okay.
Glazed stardust plums.
Do they
Yes,
does
I was-
that glaze look like Fey Dragon sparkles?
Good question. Sybil, are you trying to look into it before you eat it?
I am, but I don't. Yes, I am.
Okay. Are you proficient in cooking supplies?
I am not, but I'm proficient in Poisoner's Kit if it applies.
Poisoner's Kit does apply. If you're proficient in nature, you have advantage. Poisoner's Kit, utilizing perception or wisdom.
I am not proficient in nature. Poisoner's Kit,
Wisdom, straight roll.
wisdom.
Roll me a D100. Nice.
You succeed.
There's a mild psychedelic in it, not something that'll harm you.
Oh, I will take a very polite, ladylike bite.
And you all see her eyes start to go through the shades of the rainbow in her head. Con save.
this
Oh,
feels
wait, you're immune
familiar.
to poison, aren't you? Wait, are you still immune? Not in the new one, are you?
I think they're just
I am-
resistant.
I'm resistant and advantage, same as a dwarf.
Yeah, so you roll your con save at advantage.
Okay.
Oh. You can't help but to get high, but it's a really good, controllable high. You look around and you see Sir Quaxalot's, like, chain is, like, glowing in different colors. You look at all the different foods that are, like, starting to move a little bit and dance, and, you know, this music feels good, Sybil. You're chilling. You are so relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
Usually you're not the one that drinks the Kool-Aid, you know? You make it.
I mean, I did rig this game.
Yeah.
This
So,
game is rigged.
for the first time ever, you guys all see Sybil relax and begin just grooving a little bit.
Wow, that's so weird.
Yeah, that's more
What is?
discerning. That's more discerning than Durin being green.
What is?
You happy? You don't let loose often, Sybil.
I will say these plums are good.
You eat one of her flows. Con save at advantage.
To
Uh-oh.
be fair, we only banned him from eating the ribs.
Okay. As you say that, you look at Sybil and you see like a small white snake grow out from her ear and then swallow her head and entire body and consume itself. During bad high. Very bad high. Very, very bad high.
Oh, that's not good, no.
Very subtle foreshadowing. Thank you for that.
What? Aren't psychedelics just visuals of what is?
What was and what may yet be?
So
I
Durin,
guess-
you're stuck watching this loop of Sybil being consumed.
Guess I'll take a bite of that buttery meat that you put in front of me, if I remember correctly.
Your first chair, the ambrosia tart. The golden ambrosia tart. Straight
Big fancy
biting?
Pop Tart.
Yes.
What?
Just straight biting it?
I mean, I guess, DM, this is a question to you. I've grown up eating this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Would I be able to recognize any kind of food stuff like this? Or
You can
tampering?
certainly try.
I guess I will attempt to discern before I take a bite.
Nature check.
Nature. Not my strong suit. It's 11.
You're not sure. It could be, but it is golden and flaky. But it could be. It also could not be.
Wait,
You're
is it,
really on the fence.
is it gold or silver that's reactive to?
What?
gold and silver, or is it gold or silver that if you put like a dish on it, it will react if it's poisoned?
Get your real world physics out of here. It's
I'm not a
gold.
cartographer, why would I know?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's golden ambrosia tart. That's what it is. And you're not sure.
All right, I'll take a bite.
Okay. D100.
It's 54.
You are successful. You bite into it. You don't notice anything. Well, other than those little birds flying in the corner of your eyes, but like every time you look at them, they move.
It's like the Fey version of the squiggly lines.
Roll me a con save at disadvantage.
Oh, come on.
No, sorry, advantage. Advantage, I apologize.
That's a dirty 20.
So, funny thing happens when you try to put a Fey to sleep. The birds appear in the corners of your eyes. Those birds are usually what put people to sleep. The tweeting of the bird soothes them, makes them go to sleep. That's what Fae think, at least, because they don't fucking know why people go to sleep when you tell them to. So you just keep seeing the birds in the corners of your eyes. This thing would have put you to sleep. Oh well.
Yeah, no one eat these. I eat another one.
Why?
You'll pass out, buddy.
Barnabas Sir Quaxalot turns to you. Huh?
All right, go ahead.
You don't even check it.
You're gonna let the duck eat?
You don't
Yeah.
even check it. I love it.
He's got more hit points than I do.
Which one did he get? Did he get? He got the
He got the
moonlit.
risotto.
Yeah, truffle risotto. All right. Have Sir Quaxalot roll a D100.
He's Faye. He'll be fine.
That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
97.
He leans down to the risotto and just starts and eats the entire large trough of it in one go. Huh?
It's good?
Huh?
God. I'm
Can
going
I
to eat another eclair.
Yep.
Can I check Pyre's soup to see if it's okay?
Sure can.
Is that also in nature?
It is also in nature.
Oh. That's a 9.
It looks perfectly safe to eat. It's a pepper stew, and it's hot. Hot food can't have poison in it. The hotness would destroy it.
That makes sense.
I take a spoonful.
You eat it first? Okay.
Yes.
D100.
Well, we can't have Pyre, dude. He's not here.
49.
Okay. This is funny. You sense no difference.
I think the soup's okay. I get myself a bowl.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Pyre will then start eating a little bit of his as well. Durin, I guess you're trying some of his as well.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Shit. Sybil, do you have control over Pyre's sheet?
I do.
Okay. You roll his con save. Durin, roll
Okey-dokey.
yours at advantage.
Oh, is it something that doesn't affect me?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And let's see, soup time. 14.
Okay, both of you are perfectly fine. They both feel incredibly drowsy, and like Pyre might have to take a little bit of a nap later. Nah, he's fine. He's good. He's good. He's very tired from eating the spicy stew. Durin, you're tripping so bad that honestly the nap is never gonna happen. You're just
Maybe if I look away, it'll go away.
All right,
And I
have we
don't
all-
look away?
Oh, go ahead, Dirt. Sorry.
No, that was it.
Okay. Have we all eaten something now?
You all have finished breakfast. Congratulations.
I'm going to cast Lesser Restoration on Durin.
Oh, you hear booing sounds from the audience around you.
Just
How dare you? We gave him that as a gift. Oh, darling,
Oh,
don't
well, I
worry
didn't know
about
it was
it.
a gift. And I'll go eat another plum.
no, stop. It's going to slap Durin's hand.
Ah!
Oh,
Oops, sorry.
I wouldn't worry too much, Tooth Fairy. You see, most of their dishes are already consumed, and I believe there's always a second course on its way.
I
You
was
look-
gonna ask how well do the other teams do?
You look at one of the tables, and two people are passed out in their own foods. One person is under the table rocking back and forth. And you look at the paladin's table as all of them are just eating their food, completely immune to all of this.
Bitches.
Stupid high-level paladins.
They are legendary in these parts. Now, as you guys are in here, what would you like to do throughout the day, as you are not allowed to leave these chambers, and this is the only food you're allowed to consume?
Didn't he say there's a second course coming? Or are we just
Later in
doing
the
that?
day, well, I'm just giving you guys a chance to do stuff. They're not feeding you all immediately. It's going to be, lunch.
Oh.
Gotcha. Uh, how's us the I was gonna say stubby, but they reattached their arm. The person whose arm got cut off.
How's
Oh.
Lefty doing?
Lefty? They're doing perfectly fine. They're at the paladin's table. So, Go on.
If we have hours to kill, I'm gonna go sit in a corner with that new armor I got, and I'm gonna start ritually cutting new scars into my body, and I'm slowly absorbing the armor, so that the spikes just appear on my skin now, and the armor's gone.
What the fuck? You've been in the Feywild too long, Barnabas.
Man, these are some potent plums.
Durin just thinks he's high for all of it.
Thanks.
You know
That was
what?
it. That's all I'm doing.
all right.
I'm gonna. Sorry.
No, go ahead. This is your guys' chance. Do something.
I am going to. I'm gonna like walk around, and I'm gonna like judge. Like I'm gonna try to like insight the culinary fae to see if I'm like if there's like a I don't know there's like a solid gold knife in someone's breakfast sandwich or something. Like they hid something in the food or something.
Oh, okay. So, roll me a perception check.
Nah, I just found this nail file in the cake.
Well, that's a natural one.
You get up there. And as you step up there, Dresley, Tiberius leans across the table, taking your hand, kissing the back of it. My good, handsome young man, how are you doing today? And immediately you're like starstruck. And you don't notice anything else around you.
Okay.
So, do you want to tell me what brought you to these games? What's motivating you to get out?
As much as I love home, it's all. Look, as much as I love home, I gotta say, I ran into a lot
of craziest stuff with the with the mortals in a shorter time frame.
So, you're going back there just for shits and giggles?
Well, I got a few scores that I need settling. Some old acquaintances got some deals that need to come through.
Scores to settle. That sounds like vengeance. Baby, vengeance and love are two sides of the same coin.
Amen, brother. I don't know what else to say.
You know, we are allowing sponsors to affect these games a little bit. And you all seem to have a magnificent rock band here to sponsor you. Harvey and the Jets?
Above table, Harvey just said it was the band. I don't think I ever got a name.
Nope, Harvey and the Jets.
No, it's the I have it written here. The Slayer's Death / Iron Chorus.
What?
Yeah.
All right, type
yeah,
that out
and
for me, because I...
I wrote it down.
Is there an acronym that we can play with?
I hope so.
SDSIC.
Slayer Death / Iron Chorus. Yeah.
That's what you told me it was.
Okay, then we're going with that.
That sounds like a European punk band that never made it off of.
Yeah,
Wild.
that's accurate then. So, the Slayer Death / Iron Chorus, they've sponsored you all, and they have granted you one brilliant reprieve. He takes out a piece of bread and hands it to you, Dredsley. Whomever you think won't be able to eat something for the remainder of the dead, have them consume this bread. They'll be full until the morrow. No harm, no foul.
Thank you kindly for passing it along. I'll be sure to thank Harvey once we get out of here.
Definitely be sure to do that. So, anybody else doing anything while you're in here?
I don't have anything.
Alrighty then. So, several hours go by with you all hanging out here, playing board games with one another. And the next round of meals are brought out before you.
So glad I ate before this in real life.
Yeah.
Also, just to be clear, I definitely cheated the board games using Detect Thoughts.
Yes, of course. You always win. It's the damnedest thing. You always win.
I'm thinking of a number.
Why I only play games that require nothing but pure luck with Sybil. All we ever play is craps. I refuse to play anything but craps.
Shoots
I mean,
and
it's called
ladders.
craps. Why wouldn't we?
Shoots and Ladders also is fine. I just didn't know if I had a copy of Shoots and Ladders with me.
There's definitely copies of Candyland in the Feywild.
Are you kidding me? There's a real life Candyland in the Feywild. So, as you all are absolutely enjoying your time, the food is being brought out before you. There's a new array of meals placed at your table, but only 4 new ones. There's the newest dish. Don't underestimate the greens, my friends. Fresh, crisp leaves drizzled with a dressing that's got just enough zing to keep you on your toes, and maybe in someone's control. Enjoy the whispering willow salad. Next to that, we have layered with shimmering berries and whipped cream that's fluffier than a Feywild cloud. Sweet, satisfying, and just a little too perfect to be safe. The Crystal Berry Parfait. Earthy, juicy, and dripping with a glaze that's absolutely intoxicating. These skewers will have you seeing stars, or maybe the ceiling. Enjoy the Mystic Mushroom Skewers. Delicate, icy petals that crunch beneath your teeth and send a chill down your spine. But watch out, folks. These frosty beauties hides a deadly sting. Enjoy the frosted nectar petals. And instead of placing them down in front of specific people, all 4 are placed on a tray next to your table. And Dresley, you are holding on to the elven bread.
Okay, so Durin ate a whole chimera.
Just its ribs.
Yeah. So Harvey got us this bread, so one of us can sit out. You'll be full for the entire day.
Ew.
Gonna say, there's no point in giving it to Durin because he's just gonna eat on his own anyways.
Right, so I'm guessing either me or Barnabas, because Sybil's got the whole. Actually, I don't. Actually, good question.
I don't know if we know
What's
that
the question?
Sybil has anything.
Well, we know we know she's got scales, so that means something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never told you anything about being resistant to stuff.
Okay.
And it's not really a known culture.
Right.
Yeah.
But if there's any small, like, quail or pheasant, she might eat it whole.
And we're not gonna cop out by just giving it to Pyre.
Okay.
Unless
Pyre is fine on the Constitution.
I mean, ducks eat bread.
Yes, everyone, save Sir Quaxalot.
Yes, I agree with that sentiment.
you just
Fuck
said
the
he's got
duck.
more hit points than you.
Doesn't mean I don't want him saved.
It's the only one that actually ate those. Is his HP down? Did you not reset his health?
Oh, I probably didn't reset it after our long rest.
I was wondering if the Rigoto did that.
No, the risotto never hurt him.
So
Sir
then
Quaxalot's
he-
probably fine.
He ate the entirety of the risotto.
Yeah.
No problem.
He's good for the
Okay.
day.
Okay, then I guess that's Sybil. I guess you should have the bread.
So, you say we're gonna eat the mushroom skewers?
I will extend my hand towards Stressley without looking at him.
And I hand you the up. How long is this baguette?
Baguette.
You said
Yeah.
a loaf. It's a loaf of bread, or is it actually?
No, it's a piece of elven bread.
Oh, so like Lord of the Rings.
Yes,
So I actually have to walk over to you, Sybil.
Just takes it from you without looking at you.
He'll eat it.
And you will be full for the remainder of the day. No problem at all.
So do we technically need to eat anything? Because we technically know what ones are safe, and we've all taken a bite of something, right?
You can ignore to do this. However, you will have to give con saves to not have disadvantage on ability checks during the evening's latest activity, which none of you,
Oh.
other than Sybil, knows what it is. Because directly after this evening, that is when you have your third act and final challenge.
Alright, well, I'm eating the mushroom skewer. If no one else is speaking up for him.
Go right ahead.
All right, Durin. These ones are poison. Con save. Disadvantage.
They're
I'll
most
give you a hint.
obviously poisoned.
Oh, I meant advantage. Yeah, it's mushrooms. Of course they're poison. Anything that I hate, I'm always going to just immediately make poison. So there's also liver in the dinner.
Oh man, now Barnabas wants some.
You farm folk. I'm not saying Dresley wouldn't eat liver. He would just eat the rest of the horse first.
How did it turn into horse liver?
What yellow meat?
He doesn't know what animals you all eat. He only spent 6 months in the material plane.
You know,
Yes.
2 of them they eat: chicken and beef.
Oh, cows and chicken.
Yep.
Don't forget our pigs.
Oh yeah, okay. That's very common as well. Bacon. And don't give me that you can make turkey bacon bullshit. I will slap someone if they compare normal bacon to turkey bacon. It's not.
Well, if we're being honest, we can also eat geese.
Yeah, he's on the table.
He's sitting at the table.
Alrighty.
Hide him.
So
Only if you're ready to
He'll-
roll for PvP.
He'll feed us for a while, too.
Always ready.
oh yeah, level 5 cleric. That's when they actually get crazy.
Cool, I summon lightning. No.
Yeah.
All right, intelligence saving throw.
My intelligence isn't terrible.
Sir Quaxalot, on the other hand. Anyways, so you eat the skewered mushrooms, Durin, and everyone watches as the green fades from him instantly, and then he turns purple.
Eek. I feel like a grape.
Got any grapes? So who wants the Whispering Willow salad? Who wants the Crystal Berry parfait? And who wants the Frosted Nectar petals?
I'll eat the salad since I had donuts for breakfast.
Dresley will go for the will inspect the parfait.
Go ahead, roll a nature check on the parfait.
I love it. I love that
Can
no
I
one else
assist?
is bothering to check the food.
Yeah, you can. He said assist, you're helped.
Oh, thank you.
Actually, it might be better if I just do it separately.
It probably will be, yes. Please make a roll instead of me.
13 should have stayed at an advantage. Unless I had an advantage for some reason I don't know about.
13.
You're using the new one, right? At the top? Is it
Yeah.
quarry or automatic?
It was set to advantage just because I've been rolling everything at advantage so far.
So 13. You see the Crystal Berry parfait with the fluffy cloud of cream on top. And you poke it with your finger where there's blood on your finger. He's right. It is as soft as a cloud, which is made out of ice shards. And I found out about this not very long ago. Look it up. Clouds are made out of ice shards.
Yeah,
So if I ate
I
this,
also
it would
learned
be-
that in 2nd grade.
so
Fuck you.
This,
I learned it last week.
so this would be the equivalent of eating installation.
Yeah.
Okay, not going to eat that.
Wings corning.
I will instead partake of the ice dewdrop leaves.
The
or whatever
frosted
they're-
nectar petals?
Yes.
Okay. You're eating them? That's leaving Barnabas with the salad.
Yeah, Barnabas isn't opposed to salad. He's lived on a farm his whole life. He's eating vegetables.
Fair.
I will check the salad.
He was a nature druid.
Roll me a nature check.
Well, guidance myself first. 17.
Ooh, hell yeah. You pick up the salad, which admittedly is the least appetizing thing on the table, other than the mushroom skewers. That just, like, why? And when you look in it, you see the tomatoes have, like, this unnatural gelatinous center that looks like tomato-esque, but just off. So you pick those out and eat the rest of the salad.
That's just
No
like
problem.
my real salad. But I always take the tomatoes out.
Same. Love the taste, can't stand the texture.
Yeah,
Fucks
that's
me
the
up.
same problem I have.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be that squishy.
No, never. And they shouldn't burst like the tomato cherry tomatoes. They. Yeah. Anyways, you eat everything other than the tomatoes, which leaves Pyre and Dresley. Denethar will eat those.
Who?
Denethor from
Return of the
Lord of
King.
the Rings.
That
Yeah.
scene where
I call him
Or
Little
Pippin's
Tomato.
Oh, where that?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
We're nerds.
Denethor.
we're nerds who didn't immediately get a Tolkien reference.
Yeah, I got it during.
To be fair, I don't like Tolkien.
I'm actually not a huge fan
To
either.
be
but
fair,
I did get
can
it.
you? How many times would they speak is that person's name?
I don't know.
At least
Just
100.
if you watch the movies. If you only watch the movies.
If you're a real fan, you would be able to count it off the top of your head. It was 26 times in the one scene. I fucking, like, Lord of the Rings nerds are my least favorite nerds out there. Oh my god.
Oh.
No, the people that are obsessed with it, you know? That do nothing outside of believing in hobbits.
Well, yeah, but that goes for people who do that with literally anything.
There's tears. Anyways. You pick up the frosted nectar petal. Dresley, it's between you and Pyre who's going to eat these, and who's going to be stuck with having to make a con save to not have disadvantage on ability checks from hunger tonight.
Oh, okay. So it's that little food that we have to. One person has to.
Well, yeah. All of these are like one meal.
Okay, I didn't realize that's what was happening.
Yeah.
He's
I
not here,
will-
so I'll let you decide.
I will let Pyre attempt the petals. I will roll the dice on the parfait then.
I'll try the petals then.
I'm not gonna try the petals then. I'm gonna let Pyre attempt to eat something good.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pyre will eat the petals.
11 nature. He takes it.
No, that was me.
Oh, have him roll a nature check then. I imagine Pyre would check his own food.
I didn't understand the way the meals were breaking down.
Nature. 14.
Ooh. Pyre's a very smart individual. Considering there's this frosted glaze over top of the nectar petals, and you've all been in the wilds long enough to know nectar petals are actually very edible. Very good, too. They taste like honey. It's really nice. He just shaves off the frosting on top of it just to be safe. He has no idea if it is or is not. But when he eats just the petal without the frosting, nothing bad happens to him. Dresley, you're trying the crystal berry parfaits?
I mean, it's either that or I go with disadvantage on everything.
Well, it's a con save for the disadvantage on everything.
Do you want me to
Oh.
check the parfaits for you, Dresley?
Oh, Durin already did. We know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We know it's spiced.
Oh, okay.
It's got razor blades in it. Effectively.
More or less, yeah. You're not incorrect. It's fake.
You know what? No, I am not confident, but I would rather take the other roll and do whatever the fuck is in here.
Alrighty. Then,
Let me just roll a 50 D20s.
by the way, this
Wow,
song
that's
is
a lot
not
of nat 20s.
this song is not my favorite song that I've generated so far, but the beat is awesome. Very lively and fun. All right, Dresley. Towards the end of the evening, you see the sky descending downwards, and the activities are drawing to an end. I need you to roll me a con save, as you are fairly hungry, and the only thing you've eaten all day was those golden ambrosia tarts.
As a track and basketball athlete, no, that would give me disadvantage. I'm not going to talk.
Yeah. Protein.
Okay, so con save.
Yep.
Can I get some back mother?
Oh my
God.
goodness. He's already poisoned.
Nice talking to you.
Can I get some pats on the back from my magic people?
I mean, they can guidance you. It doesn't help.
Oh,
Unless they
right,
want to
that's
do
the other one.
something
Fuck.
else.
Yeah.
I forgot that was the other one. Okay, never mind.
You got this.
You are guided. Congrats.
Holy shit!
So it's a
19.
15. D4 does not go on this. You need
That's his
No,
bless.
no,
plus
that was
4.
just-
That's my save. That's my save bonus.
Oh, nice.
He didn't actually roll the guidance.
I saw the 4. I just assumed he rolled a 4.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah. So,
We all
Dresley,
did the math.
fasting is a portion of cutting. And once in a while, you do perform cuts when you want to, really show off how good you look. So, fasting for this amount of time is not that bad at all, especially since they're giving you water. You know how to sustain yourself through this, and you eat the tarts slowly throughout the day to space it out better and fill up on enough water to drown a small child. But you're fine.
I'll be pissing like a racehorse before the event, but I'm good.
Very true. Alrighty, my party people. You know what's the best thing to do after spending a day consuming poisons, toxins, drugs, and delicious food?
Doing it again?
Exercise.
Oh.
We will give you all an instantaneous makeover. And then the third and final event will be on its way. The final event is called the Dance of the Fae. Everyone partner up and get your groove on. As the room collapses around you and you see this massive stage in the middle of the entire Fae crossing, as you realize you've been moving all day slowly, and you are standing underneath this massive towering pillar that has a impossible waterfall crescendoing down into the river of time that you are right in front of, that you can see the edges of the veil thinning right behind. And we're going to go ahead and go on break, and when we come back, it's time to boogie down.
Or up.
You all watch as the walls of this room magnificently slip away, evading or revealing to you all that you have made it down to right before the Lake of Dreams, where you can see the thinning of the veil, the image of your home realm appearing directly through that cascading waterfall. You know any attempt to run towards it and escape would immediately lead to your imminent demise. These Archfey demand that you participate in the games and demand there to be consequences in said games. The Tooth Fairy lavishly waves her hands to the sides, changing your outfits immediately. You know what? Everybody roll me a d20. We're gonna see whoever lowest rollist goes first, and everyone who's not Durin goes after that. Damn, Durin, you're making me a liar. I figured I had a 50-50 shot on that one.
Technically, if everyone rolled 19s and 20s, they wouldn't have made you a liar.
True.
So it's their fault.
Sybil, describe what your dress looks like. The one that the Tooth Fairy puts on you.
It is a long dress with an exposed back and a slit for one of my legs to show. It is emerald green and it looks like it's made of shimmering scales.
Beautiful. Next up is you, Dresley.
It is a 3-piece tux in white and sky blue, but on the little details of the white, it has a little like indents, like so it's not like bedazzled or anything, but it's like it looks like shiny like little indents of like, you know, that reflect the light, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Dazzling.
Yeah.
And then you, Durin.
I need a minute to think about it.
You add 20. All right, Barnabas.
Is Barnabas choosing his outfit, or is the Fae choosing his outfit?
Yeah, I also thought we were
Tim is choosing your outfit. The
Oh.
Fae are putting it. You're not
Okay.
choosing, giving you it.
Okay, then Barnabas comes out in a full Adidas tracksuit to match up with Sir Quaxalot. So it'll be in that color. So think Oregon University, but full Adidas
Oh
tracksuit.
my god.
Solid lime green with gold Adidas accents, all of it, and gold stripes down.
Don't forget the
Matching.
You also have the shades and the clock.
Oh yeah, a matching pair of shoes. He's got a big sundial, gold sundial.
with a giant green G on it.
Yeah.
Oh, so you support big brands? That's not.
Yeah, support
Hmm.
my big brand.
Which one, Durin? Jesus.
Sometimes it's all about style. You have to support the big bands. Besides, it's a Korean knockoff.
All right, that's good. And Sir Quaxalot is given nothing but Air Jordans.
I'm wearing Thriller.
What are you
Michael
wearing,
Jackson's Thriller outfit.
Just straight up the Thriller outfit. Ooh, and then for Pyre, I was hoping he'd be here by intermission, but alas.
No, guys.
Pyre's outfit. You see him wearing gigantic parachute pants and big fluffy armed shirt with a dazzling amount of jewelry hanging from his neck. Now Durin. Just straight up Michael Jackson from Thriller.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, it would appear your group is at a massive disadvantage. Since you can't pair up, I guess that means one of you is automatically going to be a failure.
I use one of my wild shapes to just summon Harvey on top of my head.
Harvey just immediately strikes the pose. Oh. I'll allow it. So, she waves her newly restored staff in the air. Thank you, guys. Darlings, gentlefolk, and all you fabulous fae in the crowd, welcome to the grand finale of this year's Fae Crossing, the Dance of the Fae. Tonight, it's not just about moving your feet. It's about rhythm, grace, and the unbreakable bond of trust. Our competitors will pair up with their very own partners. Together, they'll spin, leap, and twirl their way across a dance floor unlike any other. Partners are paired from their groups specifically, so you cannot ask somebody outside of your group to carry you through all of this, you little cheaters, you. She twirls dramatically, then leans into the mic. But don't be fooled by the glitter and glam, my loves. This is no simple two-step. Our dance floor is a writhing magical obstacle course that will test not just their moves, but their hearts and souls. Will they dazzle us with their dexterity or stumble their way into Fae folklore as the clumsiest mortals ever to grace these woods? Either way, I'll be watching closely. Sybil, you watch as the dance floor drips away, and you see this obnoxious obstacle course that you did not plan. That looks very dangerous. Now let's talk about the trials awaiting these brave, rhythmically challenged souls. Because this isn't just a dance-off, it's an odyssey. The first of the obstacles, a sea of enchanted vines, will burst forth, twisting and writhing to the beat. Dancers must leap, spin, and weave through their grasping tendrils without losing the tempo. Trip, and they'll wind tighter than my corset during a gala. The first one, the Twisted Vines Tango! She claps her hand, and you do see this huge viney obstacle course. The second, a shimmering bridge of ever-shifting crystal panels will force our dancers to stay light on their feet. Too heavy a step, and crack. Down you go, falling into the glittering void below. Keep those toes pointed, dearies. The Prism Path Pirouette is next. And then lastly, the floor will flare with pockets of magical fire. Blazing in time with the music, dancers must glide and twirl through the fire and flames. Their movements as precise as a poet's verse. One mistake and they'll be feeling the heat, literally. The Ember Waltz. And through all of this, you will also be judged upon the quality of your tango, pirouette, and waltzing skills through the course. The groups will be judged based on time, completion, survival, and quality, where we will decide our reigning champions at the end. So everyone, we give you a short 10-minute intermission to pair up as you see fit, and then it's time to tango.
Just so I understand it, is each person going through one, or is everyone going through the whole
Each couple is going through the whole obstacle course.
Okay.
You're based off of time, you're based off of survival, how many times you fall, and quality of the dance. So it's going to be acrobatics and performance, as well as a couple of deck saves.
You
They're
set
taking Harvey.
Sybil, you set up the last one to be a dance competition?
slash obstacle course?
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're talking about the part where you said you had it all set up
Darn.
beforehand. What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Tooth Fairy gives you a incredibly toothy grin from high up in the sky. That bitch changed it. This last one was supposed to just be a dance-off.
We don't even get that one as the option. Well, since 3 of us have pre-built companions, I imagine it would make sense for Dresley and Sybil for you two to pair off. I also think you guys have the best chance of accomplishing this.
Yeah, we're kind of putting all our eggs in your basket.
Do we now?
Yep.
Hey guys, can I have a minute to talk to Sybil alone?
Sure, I'm gonna go work out some breakdancing moves with Sir Quaxalot.
You see him doing the two-step.
Go break it. Somehow I
Doing the
somewhere,
Cabbage Patch.
from somewhere I unload a big thing of cardboard box and I lay down a giant cardboard sheet.
Harvey and I moonwalk away.
The two of you have your privacy.
Okay, I know this is not ideal.
You think? My plans have been altered.
Yeah, well, that's kind of
Itch.
expected. Alright, okay. I know I'm not your favorite person, but
Why would you say that?
okay, I messed up, okay? I didn't catch the cues. I'm sorry I made a fool of myself, but I thought we were past this.
Hopefully we'll be very soon.
Right. So just... I guess, can you put your your visceral hatred of me aside for at least 10 minutes so I can help get you guys home?
No. But we will dance anyway.
That's all I can help.
So, the two of you are literally all of the eggs in one basket for this group.
Going to channel divinity to give me my fuck, what's it called? God damn it. Peerless athlete. So for an hour I have advantage on athletics and acrobatics. And I can jump an additional 10 feet.
Are the other groups around us?
Not directly. They're all like getting set up on their sides, and you see the paladins are very uncomfortable trying to figure out how they're gonna pair up, especially since all of them are wearing like tuxedos and dresses.
I would like to try to identify one of the better dance couples here.
Okay. Roll me an insight check.
Inside.
Also, I DM'd you on Discord.
Let me roll it first and then I'll message you. You said insight.
Yep. Ooh. You look carefully around, and you notice there appears to be like 4 pairs that look like they actually know what they're doing. They have individuals that are already set up in outfits that look perfect to perform a tango with, and they are reliably flexing, starting to stretch, and even some of them are doing leg extensions like ballet dancers. You identify 2 different groups with pairs that look challenging to beat.
Okay. I am going to look towards one of them, any one of them, and I am going to hex them.
Targeting.
Dexterity.
All right, you target one or the other. I'll say, Sybil, you tell me a story. Explain to me how your character may or may not know about proper dancing, tangos, pirouettes, all of that.
This goes back to my daddy issues.
Yep.
To where sometimes there will be very public events that might require us to do a little dance for the city to watch us do it. And I would need to know how to dance to do that, so as to not ridicule myself, but more importantly, my father.
So, you know, a dance is something that requires trust between the individuals. One takes the lead, but the other one is responsible for the grace and gestures. They are responsible for amplifying how the quality of the dance is performed. Whereas the other one is responsible for the guide, the foundation, the wall of these magnificent performances. Looking at the pair, you can identify one of them as the anchor, the acrobatic, and one of them as the life,
Mm-hmm.
the performer.
Yeah, I am going to hex the lead
Okay,
and hex their dexterity.
sounds good.
And since my spells are now 3rd level, that'll be... It's not gonna last 8 hours, but I can hex them for 8 hours.
Yeah, they're hexed 8 hours on text.
Yeah.
All right.
They are hexed.
So Harvey looks at you, Durin. Boy, I don't understand why we're doing this fucking moonwalking shit. I mean, it's badass. Don't get me wrong. Fucking amazing. Love me some MJ. But, hear me out here. Thrashcore.
Okay, but how to dance?
What?
It has to be a dance.
Yeah, you fucking rock out.
Okay, but I think there's also the obstacle course thing, which I don't know if you're supposed to dance through the obstacle course.
I think that's
I feel
what they're
like-
telling you to do, yeah.
Okay, I feel like thrashing your head through an obstacle course could lead to some bad times.
So we're gonna moonwalk the entire way through. Is that what we're doing?
Well, yeah.
Not gonna see what... I'm in! Just so you're aware, your performance will have advantage, Durin, but your acrobatics will have disadvantage.
I am fully prepared to take that.
Because you don't know where you're going walking backwards. Alright, so Barnabas, you and Sir Quaxalot. What's your plan?
I'm going to cast Enhance Ability at a 3rd level on me and Sir Quaxalot to give us both advantage on dexterity.
Nice.
And then, do we have to do the prescribed dances they said? Or do
Well,
we just have to dance?
You just have to dance, but it is based off of the performance and the music that is
Oh, okay.
played, and yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think Barnabas ever learned any of those dances. So Barnabas is going hoedowing and line dancing, because those are the only 2 things he would have been taught as a kid.
So you're dressed up in breakdance gear, and you're gonna be line dancing your
I'm
way
gonna be
through.
line
He's
dancing.
gonna
with it.
square dance with his goose.
Let's
Yep.
go. Honk.
There's the what Barnabas wants to be, and that's what Barnabas is.
True. Fair. Oh God, you just made me really want to watch Footloose, where he doesn't know how to dance, but he.
What's your fucking name? Barnabas.
Oh,
Yeah.
was that in character or?
No. You don't happen to have enhance ability prepared, do you?
Yes, on me and the. I was gonna put it on me and the goose.
Oh.
It's concentration. I can only do it once.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise, I don't think we're gonna have any chance of making through it. Should we double down and put everything on you and Dresley? Because I could put it on the two of you instead.
Well, he already has advantage.
But I could give you advantage on charisma.
Yeah.
Then
That's up to you.
Then you guys would have advantage on. Let's do that, because we had said that we were putting all of our eggs on the Sybil Dresley basket. So I know Dresley has ways of making himself better at sports. So we'll assume dancing falls under that. So we're gonna go the charisma route. We're gonna give them both advantage on charisma. And we're just gonna sacrifice me and Sir Quacks-a-Lot to the dance gods.
The Olympics would say yes, it is a sport.
Barnabas, you will hear in your mind, I've hacked one of the other dancers.
Well, that's good. That helps. Anything we can try to do.
Needless to say, many of the groups are all going, and the order is purely chaotic and random. Faye, you watch as the twisting vines begin grasping and twisting and coiling towards individuals, and some of them get captured early and twisted and dragged down. Others get dragged completely away, and some of them end up not being able to really dance, but just parkouring through the obstacle course itself. You watch as all of this goes by, and I need the three of you to each roll me a d20. One representative from each of the three groups.
Roll what?
A d20. So Barnabas rolled for he, and Durin rolled for he.
You want to do it or should I?
You can go ahead.
Okay.
Just determine who wears the pants in that dynamic.
Yeah. 10. So it looks like your duo is going first, Sybil and Dresley,
Oh boy.
for your group.
Of course.
Time for a music change. You step onto the dance floor, and it comes alive with vibrant green tendrils that snake and coil, waiting for your first move. The vines glisten with dew, their movements synchronize with the ethereal music echoing through the forest. Your partner looks at you. You each gaze into each other's eyes, as is customary for the beginning of each tango. And with every beat, the vines lash out playfully, testing your reflexes. The first section begins with a maze of writhing vines that react to every sound and movement. They sway in hypnotic rhythm, forcing you to time your steps and spin perfectly. A misstep could leave you tangled in their leafy grasp. Dresley, as the lead, you have to roll the acrobatics check, responsible for the perfect timing and foundation of this intimate dance between the two of you.
I'm gonna channel everything from watching that ballroom dance competition anime.
Yeah.
As a thing.
Yep.
That's a 23.
Oh. as you grasp onto Sybil's hand and her back and begin moving through this entire arena. You are careful to watch the vines and guessing the tempo, keeping the steps in your mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And stepping through here with a strong foundation and a quick and nimble step. Sybil, as this is happening, you are responsible for the love of this story. You are responsible for the theatrics of the dance, the intimacy of it. You know what the expectations from a tango is. Go ahead. Roll me your performance check. 24.
Wow, that advantage.
Barnabas and Durin, you watch the duo move with one another with a synchronized step like they've done this before. Like, this is nothing new to them. It is something that they casually perform. It is remarkable how graceful this story is unfolding, and during this performance, you can hear the tooth fairies, words starting to emanate out to coax the two of you along. Oh, look at these two individuals. It's almost as if they're star-crossed lovers with a tragic story between one another. Oh, wait. Aren't they? Shall we watch some of that beautiful footage of their time spent together?
Fuck off, they have cameras.
Yes, they do. It's the 90s.
Oh.
Cameras are everywhere.
Oh, fuck. Okay, well, this is gonna be fun.
So, Dresley and Sybil, I need the two of you to describe the first night the two of you hung out, just the two of you, at a special Fae event that had a portion of it that you both ended up dancing to.
Well, we do have the story for that. This was a theater event where a lot of drinking happened. Enough drinking that even Sybil got drunk.
And as in every theater event, it always has to end with a giant ballroom dance.
Everybody watches as in the sky, this beautiful image of the two of them talking and gracefully coiling around one another, dancing in tandem. What is the last moment they see on this? Before it cuts and fades away.
Probably them leaving the event together after having kissed on the dance floor.
I need the two of you to give me charisma saves as you see that. Durin and Barnabas, holy shit!
Dude. Did you know they were a thing?
Yeah. Oh. That's weird.
You think you know some people.
Ooh, Sybil.
How long did we keep this a secret?
Years.
About 17 minutes.
Sorry, but the Fae are gonna do what they can to fuck with you guys.
That's true.
Sybil, you feel something you usually don't feel. Embarrassed. Your next check is gonna be at disadvantage. Dresley, however,
And
you don't know the meaning of embarrassment.
And
You
this
look-
goes back to the last time that I felt this embarrassed. It was actually Dresley's fault.
Oh,
Yep.
we're getting to that. Don't worry. As you progress, the vines grow thicker and start glowing faintly, pulsing in time with the music. Some shoot out unexpectedly, creating an unpredictable pattern that demands split-second decision-making. Your partner grabs, gracefully dodging, and encourages you to stay sharp, Sybil, while your eyes keep darting up to the screen as you see other choice events from the theater happening. Now the vines grow bolder, darting out with sudden, surprising speed. This section challenges your ability to stay light on your feet, as well as improvise with your elegance. I need another round of acrobatics and performance. 25, Dresley. You are as solid a foundation as you can believe. And Sybil, through this portion of it, is simply going through the steps based off of memory. You can tell her disconnected nature and disbelief of what's happening right now, Dresley. All of you can see the elegance, the sway, the fluidity that she had previously seems to have dripped away, and now she is almost as stiff as a tree. I am going to use the ping mechanic yet again. When I finish this sentence, I will count to 5 with my hand, and you have to tell me something you are going to do to try to help them, or we move on.
I whisper into her ear.
Go ahead,
I thought it was them. Sorry.
Go, Dresley.
I whisper into her ear. Don't let all these lesser people force you into a role that you know you're better at.
Barnabas, you were saying something?
I'm going to use thaumaturgy and start doing very loud clapping.
Okay. The
Just cheer 'em
encouragement of
on.
the crowd and the encouragement from Dresley. Dresley is giving you the help action for this next part. Sybil.
Druidcraft rose petals.
Oh, beautiful. The vines shift again, weaving themselves into archways that sway dangerously as you approach. You'll need to time your movement perfectly to pass beneath them unscathed. You look at one another with a subtle nod, and with the final push through the tango, the vines become a graceful but dangerous canopy. Each step must be deliberate, as the archways collapse and rise in pattern with the music. For this one, I need a perception check from you, Dresley. This is you learning the timing as it rises and falls. Now, Dresley, can you tell me why your character would know so much about the tango? In story. Muted.
Thank you. Growing up, last in line, I did everything I could to try to get myself to stand out. And eventually landed on sports and physical activity. But that was not the first thing in physical activity. He went through multiple courses of dance to keep with the true essence of performance that the theater initially started as kind of a hark back to its earlier roots.
Was real and studies it better. So, go ahead. You have
That
advantage.
also could be true.
Yeah, that one too. Everybody cut loose.
Perception.
Yep.
17.
You wait for the perfect timing as you listen to the song and rhythm, and the two of you stand there for a moment, twisting and turning in step as you are watching and listening, timing it perfectly, and then, in a large gesture and swoop, you spin Sybil through, knowing full well that she has to spin you through the other side to quickly make it pie the collapsing archway. Sybil, your performance check, it is back at advantage.
14.
You're slowly coming out of it. You're not an all or nothing type of person. You're more of a filter.
Just enough.
Yeah. And as he spins you out unexpectedly, you look back over at him, his hand extended towards you, and you can see the trust he is putting into you. As you quickly pull him in, allowing him to spin, and you take the lead momentarily, as you have now crossed your way through the twisting vines tango. The crowd begins erupting in applause, and people begin shouting up at the two of you. as you see now the next obstacle in your way and the next song begin. Oh, wait, was that the right one? Yes. The Prism Path Pirouette. The vines recede and the ground transforms into shimmering crystal panels. Each panel glows with soft prismatic light, but they shift and tilt as you step onto them. The path ahead gleams like a fractured rainbow, dazzling your vision. Now begins the prism path, where the dance floor becomes a treacherous field of shifting crystal tiles. The weight of your steps and the timing of your pirouettes will determine your survival. Immediately, Dresley, being trained in ballet, briefly at your school, of course, you turn Sybil around, putting her back up against you as the two of you get ready to start maneuvering through. Are you maintaining lead and assist?
Yes.
Okay. I need you to roll me the acrobatics check. You are looking to be as gingerly footed as possible. As you step
21.
onto the first panel, you immediately feel this click happen. As you leap upwards with her and land on the second one, as the previous tile collapses out from under you, and you see deadly sharp spikes underneath. Sybil, you come to the realization that this is a dance to the death. Now, I need your performance check, Sybil.
Yepers. 23.
Oh, perfect. You are back into the lively nature of this song and dance, and the two of you are magnificently in tandem with one another, dancing easily under the starry night sky above your heads, thankful that you ate enough that this is not dizzying to either of you. But the floor is treacherous as you continue. The crystals begin to flash and pulse with light, creating disorienting patterns. Some panels vanish entirely, while others seem to multiply in a confusing array of reflections. You'll need to focus intensely to avoid missteps. Which one of you is going to forsake your role in order to roll the perception check and navigate through this treacherous light?
Perceptive one. Just putting that out there.
That's
Yeah, you know, she notices nothing.
okay. Yeah. So I guess I'll sacrifice them.
All right. That means you, Sybil, are responsible to take the lead on the acrobatics after his perception.
And bad rolls.
You start to notice the tiles becoming much more difficult to peer through which one is illusion, which one is real, which one is fake, which one is lifted, which one is lower, which one is about to fall. It's all dazzling in that moment as Sybil has to spin you around, putting your back up to her this time. And now you have to roll the acrobatics check, Sybil. 12. There's a moment of collapse in the two of yours performance and grace. You see one of the panels collapses downwards, falling as you begin dropping Dresley, and you have the choice now. As he is falling 30 feet to sharpened spikes down below, do you catch him or let him go?
I'm gonna try to catch him.
Dresley, as the panel drops underneath your foot, you feel yourself dropping lower and lower, and Sybil grabs onto your wrist, tightening herself, and drags you back up. In that moment of weakness in your performance, the Tooth Fairy speaks up again. Oh, what a tragic end that would have been for our grandest performers thus far. Of course, they should be familiar with tragic ends, shouldn't they? Barnabas, you see her wave her wand. Durin, you also, as you know she's activating the magical TV. Are the two of you doing anything?
Can I try and spell the TV?
You absolutely can. And I'm going to use the ping mechanic right now as you are attempting to dispel it. Ping.
I'm going to dispel it. Do I have to roll it?
I'm going to check the TV guide and see what's on.
Okay. All right, Barnabas, you throw up your spell after she turns on the TV and whew, it disappears as she narrows her eyes over towards you. You've developed a grudge from her, but you saved your allies from embarrassment.
Oh, what did I? Yeah. Oh, was that me?
Sir Quacksalot behind you, just walking back and forth.
What? Wings out.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Was that me? Oh my god.
Barnabas don't give a fuck since he
I
died.
didn't know that did that.
As you were dragged back up and you near the end of the path, the crystals vibrate in harmony with the music, their energy building into a crescendo. You'll need to time your steps and spin perfectly to avoid falling as the panels scatter beneath your feet. I need acrobatics to whomever is lead on this, followed by performance.
I am going to return the lead to Treslin.
27.
Oh my god.
Renewed faith in this endeavor. You begin twisting and turning and molding, maneuvering your way, trusting the gravity of the song more than the vision that you possess. Now your acrobatics. Or sorry, your performance.
Performance. 23 again.
God damn, y'all are consistent as shit.
Hey, I rolled a 10 not 10 seconds ago.
Returning back to your status, Dresley, you notice that some of the plates are lifting higher and higher, and you actually see a landing ground up towards the top there. And when that happens, you begin lifting Sybil as she is able to perform her pirouettes mid-air to land on there, twist, pull you up where you do the same, and you continue your bounce all the way up the numerous stairs to the top. The entire crowd is quieting down and giving a encouraging soft applause with an awestruck sigh of relief as you make it to the top safely. The two of you can sense the crowd is cheering you on and loving this story that they are watching unfold through dance. And now finally, the Ember Waltz. The air grows warmer as you leave the crystal path. The dance floor now burns with fiery pockets that erupt in sync with the music. You take one another hand in hand, and you begin your first steps towards this series of flames, their heat almost overwhelming. The Ember Waltz begins with bursts of magical fire flaring to the rhythm of the song beginning to be played. Each step is a test of courage and precision. Now, the first check we need is the acrobatics yet again.
Sorry, I was just thinking of something.
I don't know anything about something.
25.
Nice. You begin getting into the rhythm of the fire and begin moving, chasing after it across with the waltz. The two of you spinning in tandem, taking your steps very gracefully, leaning into one another and away into the music itself. Sybil, as this is happening, you can see the fires beginning to shoot and burst sideways in different areas. You begin to notice you have to move your head around to avoid sparking it into your hair and twist high and low as it cresses into the different squares that you are standing into. Give us another performance check, Sybil.
Yep, not 20 again?
Nat
But
20.
24?
Everybody looks on as the magnificent grace of this song is matched by a perfect duo, a partnership in this dance that is so incredibly moving and motivating. It is astonishing how well the two of you perform this. And it reminds you of the last time you did this dance together. That night, Sybil, when everything changed. As that memory returns to the surface, what do you think about? Does it distract you from this event, or does it encourage you through it? Both of you, express what you are feeling while you are performing the Ember Waltz.
Normally, my mind will go from that to the embarrassing display that Dressley did, that he knows about and that I know about. However, with his words earlier about not allowing these lower life forms to control me, I aim to use it as motivation instead, for possibly the first time in my life, trying to use emotion as a motivation. Or one of the very, 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 very few times in my life.
Yep. As you are doing that, you feel that emotion swelling inside of you as you begin encouraging the dance along, making it more flirtatious, more intimate, and guiding him through this next section. Dressley, what is it that your character is feeling?
He is feeling a wave of nostalgia, and it's a little bittersweet of how things were to what they are now.
If that's the case, bittersweet. You're distracted from the steps, instead choosing to insight your partner, seeing what is going on with them, seeing if you can identify any of this strange movement they have.
$17.
Sybil, I will allow you to tell him what he properly identifies from your use of emotion in this dance.
You have known Sybil for some time now, and you know that her flavor of evil, shall we say, is very methodical, is very intentional, and so far it's been frequently successful. You see within her a show of emotion or a show of degree of emotion that you've never seen in her before, but you understand that it is intentional and that she is using it and possibly using you, or trying to.
Sybil, performance, still advantage.
Yep-a-duppa. 15.
You see his expression as he's looking more intently at you. A tango very rarely uses direct eye contact with a partner. And you can see him evaluating you, looking at you closely, and peering through what you are currently doing. Your performance, however, is lively and keeping in tempo with the music, dragging the two of you forward. The final section is a breathtaking display of spinning fire rings that rise and fall along the dance floor. You have to twirl gracefully through the gaps, their movements urging you to keep pace and trust the rhythm completely. With the climax of the Ember Waltz, spinning rings of fire form a blazing gauntlet. To succeed, you must move with the music, trusting your instincts to carry you through the flames. And for this part, you both must roll performance.
And we both have advantage.
How do I have advantage?
Enhance ability.
That's you.
No, I
put it
cast
on
it at
both.
third level.
Yeah, he put it on both of us.
Yeah.
I burned a third level spell to cast it on both of you.
And
Oh,
he
okay.
used his other one to save you from this quiet scene becoming public.
Gotcha.
Barnabas did that for his own. He doesn't want to know.
18. Natural 1 on the other side.
We take that, though. What about you, Sybil?
Oh, sorry. 21.
As the two of you continue your twisting and turning, the music quickening in pace as you meld with the flame, spinning through it, everyone down below sees the spiral of coursing flames. It's difficult to tell if it's chasing them or if they are chasing it. This internal dance between passion and danger that the two of them seem to be stuck inside of, twisting up a spiral staircase before landing at the top. The music swells to its conclusion as the two of you reach the end of the course, and the crowd erupts in cheer. You see so many of the Fae applauding you for your grace, your dignity, your beauty, and your passion, as many of the other groups throw their weapons on the ground, pissed at how well the two of you just did. You watch as the plate lowers the two of you down to your allies that are standing nearby.
How violently does Sybil break away?
Very. Very quickly.
That was impressive. It's almost like you've done that before.
Well,
I've been taught
Yeah,
how to
they
dance.
did. Remember he was on the Jumbotron?
She just slowly turns her head towards Jaren.
as you now see the TV above his head in the sky back on, but instead of highlighting your past, highlighting your performance instead. The two of you, your daring fall, your reaching in gestures towards one another.
When Sybil stares at Durin, Barnabas silently steps one step away from Durin, knowing that he started it, but Durin turned out. Well, great job.
Thanks.
That was definitely the right decision. You guys, I don't know that any one of us could have done any better than the two of you.
I have a question for Barnabas. When the TV showed our dance night together, could he tell? Was there any instance of like intent at the very last scene?
What, from the first scene? Because that's the only one they saw all the way through. The second
Right.
one, the moment it began, he dispelled magic that shit.
Right. That was going to be the after of bull.
Yeah, that would have
me
been...
full of myself.
Yes.
I mean,
So,
like the very last scene when we leave the party.
oh
Well, I
yes,
see
on the
someone.
dance floor, the two of you had a very passionate kiss with one another before leaving very quickly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Barnabas has already stirred this once and saw Sybil turn on Durin, so Barnabas isn't willing to push
Okay.
it.
Fuck
Okay.
you.
Barnabas will ask Dresley later when Sybil's not around.
Harvey will leap over onto your head, Sybil, and look down at you. Oi. Oi, you hen.
Harvey,
That was a grade A fucking spinning you did there. Good shit. And he offers you a fist bump. On
fist
top of
bump,
your
huh?
head. He just
thank you, Harvey.
he jumps over to you, Dresley. Yo, man, dude, that was fucking insane. It was like you were fucking while dancing. It's weird.
Oh, it's so good we're not high schoolers anymore.
Well, you know what they
Yeah,
say.
now they can
Harvey.
televise that.
Yeah, right.
Always hold your partner as close as the thinnest magazine.
Huh.
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah. Cool.
That was a response.
Yeah.
I thought you were supposed to leave space for the green man.
That's your church.
Oh, okay. That's the way I remember church
You
dances.
need to be
Yeah, full
one
shoulder length
sideways.
apart. Leave space for Jesus.
You need to be one corn width apart at all times.
Yeah.
Oh, cow.
Vertical or vertical, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to
Or horizontal.
leave-
Horizontal.
Gotta leave space for the green man.
One corn on the cob. Well, we could certainly continue on this performance. Do either of the other three groups from your Rex wish to participate? Outdo that?
All right, it's the best run. I forgot.
I think Barnabas and Sir Quaxalot will bow out be unnecessarily to do that. Saying I think Sybil rolled 3 nat 20s at least in the middle of that.
Yeah, and a couple of 19s as well.
They each only rolled below 20 like twice.
Yeah.
Like,
It's almost like the dice are trying to say something.
I can't match their bonuses regardless. So even if I rolled as well
Likewise.
as they did, I can't beat them.
Not even proficient in performance.
yeah.
I know, but either am I, and I have no charisma bonus.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah, that's
At
fair.
best, I could
Plus
fail
10
funny.
to acrobatics, man.
Oh, I'm not anywhere near your acrobatics. I'm at a +1, not +10, with advantage.
Harvey has a +3 acrobatics.
So if Harvey
I
and
have a
Jordan would still
+1.
want to do it.
Too.
Yeah. Well, then, let us get the other groups together to do this. And you watch as time and time again more groups fail. And that one that you had hexed.
That's the
Sybil,
one I'm paying attention to. I don't care about the others. I want to watch the one that I had.
You watch as the one is doing the most seductive dance with the sway of the shoulders, their body, and oh my goodness, this could not be put on public television if that was going to happen. But this is the wilds. That's normal. Too much more to move on. However, their lead collapses by the time they make it to the pirouette, falling down as they watch in horror as they get skewered onto a spike. Barnabas being the only one who knows that Sybil hexed him.
So that person is dead.
Yes.
That's
Then
unfortunate.
I can. I'm going to hold to the hex for now. I'm going to keep concentrating on it just in
Yeah,
case.
you can move it. Yep. And when
Yeah,
you
I
move
can
it, you
move
get
it.
to choose a different skill.
Yeah.
So, none of the other groups remotely compare. I wasn't going to put a group that was going to beat you guys when you rolled that fucking well. That's no.
If we were closer to like 15 to 18s, it would have
Yeah.
been a chain.
Yeah. Well, 15
we
to
got
18, you
above
probably would have just
20
gotten
more than-
beaten. Like, but yes, needless to say, our victors in the final challenge, the Rex, with the beautiful, tragic love story between the two dancers, Sybil and Dresley. Now, Sybil, she goes up to you. You've just won yourself a trip back to the material realm, where you'll be able to stay until your soul is ripped back here, or to what you originally spawned out of in the Nether. Tell me, are you afraid of what your parents may think when you come back, and perhaps maybe their nefarious deeds causing any blights on your name or your duties? You might be muted.
No.
Tell us, when you were last there, you had a little scholastic rival who seems to have taken dear old Dad's job. What are your thoughts on him, and do you have any plans to deal with him in the future?
Wait, who's she talking about?
Sam? He's the new mayor of Spellington?
I thought the sheriff became the mayor.
Yeah, I thought it was the sheriff.
Oh, that's right. He's the governor now.
Yeah, Joey, get it right.
Yeah, sorry. I had to rewrite the whole fucking history. Well, future. Yeah. But yes, your scholastic rival seems to have risen to a predominance even above that of your father. What is your plans for him? Same question, just governor instead.
I am very happy for him, and I hope that his career continues to be successful.
I need you to roll the proper charisma check, persuasion, deception, or intimidation, depending on how you're looking at the camera. There's many different ways you could say that sentence.
Yes, I know.
Completely your call.
Let's go with. I think deception. I think intimidation would be funnier, so I'm gonna go with intimidation.
Right. Oh no!
That's okay.
You stared daggers into one of the cameras, smiling at all of it and giving every symbol of a threat behind these words, as everyone else not being questioned right now realizes she's looking at the wrong camera and that's the one that's being broadcast. Okay.
I ain't telling her.
Yeah.
I helpfully point her in the right direction.
Oh, you look at the other camera and finish what you said. Wow, that was magnificent. Now tell me, when you go home and you find the state at which your father is in, no longer employed by the state, no longer a man of refinement and needs, do you plan on abandoning him like you do so many other things, or do you plan on embracing him as your dear old daddy?
I will do my best to make the best decision possible once I am faced with the situation.
Well, there you have it. Very many words were said, few meanings behind them. That I can count at least. And these have been our victors. Congratulations to this year's Fae Crossing. Remember, we are sponsored by Adidas, and we are very happy to encourage you all to drink this newest invention, as we are now also sponsored by Sprite, the beverage. She holds up a bottle of it. On the
They're
bottom of
eating-
every bottle has a little secret, kids. You should draw it wherever you stand. And that's all today, folks. As she claps her hand.
I forgot there was something about a rune at the bottom of the bottles that like opened
Yep.
up portals or something, wasn't there?
It's a contract
That's
that can summon.
Oh, I'll
It can
tell
summon
you.
Goodness gracious.
So you guys know the Super S from the 90s that everybody would draw in their notebooks?
Oh yeah.
It's that. Sprite.
That's Durin symbol for Sprite. It's just an S.
So, well, congratulations, you group of mortals, and you as well, Dresley. I really am impressed with all of you and that brilliant performance. She puts a hand on your shoulder, Barnabas. I am looking forward to meeting you again on the Mortal Coil.
Always a pleasure, the Tooth Fairy. I'm sure we'll have plenty of time in the future. Enjoy that wand.
Oh, we will! And you all might want to get in your bus and head through that magic waterfall. It'll take you somewhere out there in the unknown landscapes of your barren realm filled with nothingness. Enjoy!
Thank you.
As you see these mermaids and mermen come over and start to lift up the cannabis to drag you over to...
Oh wait, we have to get in that first.
Yep. Well, you're getting in while they're moving because they ain't waiting.
Damn it, we don't get any party favors.
One moment. So,
I mean, the cannabis comes with party favors, to be fair.
Well, that's fair.
as the cannabis is being moved over towards the waterfall, I need a perception check from all three of you. Durin, you're driving.
I figured Harvey was driving.
Oh, is Harvey driving, Durin?
Just kidding.
No.
You're driving? Okay. I'll let you canonically make Harvey the driver.
Wow, I'm glad these rules are coming out now.
Yeah, right? Sybil?
Oh, so we... Okay.
Yeah, it's the P word you don't like. Well, there's the other one, persuasion. You're good at that. And
Yes,
then
yes.
perception. You're not. Barnabas and Dresley, you sit close behind Durin as the bus is being towed forward, getting ready for the next portion of your grand adventure. And as you're sitting up there completely taken aback by this beautiful array, Sybil and Barnabas, you see 20, 25 cultists of Sybil running towards you. And as they are running after the cannabis, you see a few of them jump onto the back and grab onto the bus as it keeps tracking forward. Sybil, they look at you. We're free! We're free! We're going to the Mortal Coil! Thank you! And you see the Tooth Fairy raise her eyebrow at you, Sybil.
That's on you, honey.
We're in the bus right now?
You guys are in the bus. They're jumping onto the back of the bus, expecting a
Yeah.
ride out.
I'm going to stay put in my seat.
You keep looking at them.
No.
Casually look away.
Are we taking them with us, Sybil? Is that part of it?
Taking who?
Sybil, I'm right here. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, we're going to be together in the Mortal Coil forever. And you see a trident sink right through their back. As you hear loudly exclaimed, "Only the participants get to leave." As you see so many of the 25 of them grabbing onto the cannabis, trying to escape and getting hunted down by the Fae.
So how much of her cult is immediately killed?
Almost all of them. Sybil, I will allow you to choose 2 of your named cultists, whom survive, holding on to the back of the bus and make it to the mortar coil with you.
Oh, I technically have 2, but one of them is already dead.
Remember,
well, the
I
only
named one. And then,
you're talking about Philip?
Yeah.
He's dead.
No, I named the one who was the helper, the guy who was always around you, the obsessed one.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yes.
You don't remember.
The one who Madonna's assistant, like.
Yeah. So I would say him and Voridon, which is my second.
Okay. The 2 of them holding onto the bus as you pass through over into the mortal realm, and every one of your other cultists slewed within the rivers of time. As you all break through and enter back into the mortal coil.
As they begin to die one by one, you see Sybil take a deep breath and you see her eyes light up. And I would say, Joey, would you allow me to ask the other players to do a perception check?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're encouraging them to
100%.
PvP you, it's allowed.
Yeah.
Perception?
Perception. Yeah.
24.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Barnabas
Barnabas,
is
come
afraid
on,
to look at
Barnabas.
Sybil. Barnabas doesn't want to know.
I would say, Duran, do you have advantage? Is that a
Yeah.
thing? Oh, okay.
My special eyes.
Okay, that's right. So
Googly
Duran,
eyes. Stare at you.
Duran and
This comes a little
Duran and Dressley at the bottom of the river where all these people are dying and their blood is flowing through and under, you see a sigil, a large sigil faintly glowing in the shape of an S.
But not the Sprite S.
That's trademarked.
Not the Sprite S. It's a serpentine S, and you
Oh,
see that it
okay.
lights up when they start to die.
Did Sybil just commit a ritual sacrifice?
No, she committed several.
Great question.
I think it would technically be a ritual mass murder. But Barnabas chose not to see any of that.
But
No,
you see nothing.
No Kool-Aid required.
Boy, am I glad that I trained my guys to be competent enough not to rely on me.
Why am I
And,
glad I just sold weed?
And of course, as the sigil lights up, that's when Sybil's eyes also light up.
She's repaid her debt. She is now free.
Yeah, I don't think that's what happened.
Yeah.
I don't think so either.
Well,
Feel like we're gonna have another party talk like we did with Gressley's cannibalism.
Though it looks like Sybil's actually works, so the whole thing with Dressley is I don't think he was actually gaining anything. He just thought he was.
I mean, there were other issues there, but yeah, I guess that was also a thing.
all right. So, as you all begin moving through, the cool mist of the waterfall clings to your skin as you ride the cannabis through the shimmering veil. The otherworldly hum of the Fey Wilds fading behind you. The transition is seamless, almost gentle, as though the world itself wants to ease you into this moment. At first, The mortal realm greets you with a serene beauty. The morning light dances on the dew-kissed grass. The distant chirp of birds fills the air, and for a fleeting heartbeat, it feels as though everything is as it should be. But as you take your first breath of this fresh air, stepping forward off of the cannabis, you see where you are. A soft, vibrant greenery gives way to an arid wasteland. The ground cracked and barren, as if it has forgotten what it means to nurture life. Jagged remnants of a few tree trunks and endless fields of glory sit charred and destroyed. A cruel reminder of what was lost. The air here is heavy, carrying the faint, acrid tang of scorched soil and oil. A ghost of destruction long past. The land stretches out before you, desolate and hollow, each step a reminder of the cost paid here. And then, just as the weight of it all threatens to settle, your gaze catches something, Barnabas. A single green sprout, barely a finger's length, piercing defiantly through the dead earth where the grove once stood. Its leaves tremble in the faint breeze, impossibly bright against the muted backdrop of decay. It is fragile, yes, but alive. A spark of hope, stubborn and unyielding, daring to reclaim what was taken. The wind whispers softly around you, carrying with it the faintest scent of life reborn. The sight is both heartbreaking and inspiring, a solemn promise that even in the darkest of places, life finds a way to return. As you all, by some cosmic comedic entity, step back exactly where you left.
Barnabas, there's your bones.
Clicky bang.
I can tell because it's flipping me off.
I don't think I was technically flipping you off when I died, Drizzly, but because I died before, so I would have been pissing off the guy. I would have been flipping off the other guy. Oh God.
You think someone would have cleaned those up?
I don't think anybody's really been here since the. From what little I know, this is all government land now.
Well, that feels even weirder. There was a massive explosion here.
Yeah.
I mean, your father at least knew what was here. That just feels irresponsible on his part.
There was a
Might be
lot.
why- Might be why he doesn't own the land anymore.
There was a lot of irresponsible things my father did. Barnabas will kneel down for a few minutes in front of the plant, and he'll say a few prayers. He'll add a little water from his water skin, just enough to make sure it's got water for a couple of days.
As you pour water on top of it, you see the dirt soaks it up, and immediately the moisture evaporates deep within the soil and roots. And you also notice right beside it is a tiny, very subtle, little doll made of hay placed here of the Green Man.
She already starts her work. He made the better choice in the end. I will leave the doll there. Can I see how wide this stretches from here? I mean, is it as far as I can see? Is it a couple hundred yards?
So this appears to be just barely over a mile radius.
Okay.
Yeah, there was no escaping the flames where you guys stood.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest, when you described the place, I thought we were in the freaking Midwest.
Yeah.
It's almost like a similar thing happened.
I am good at this, aren't I? Right?
Yeah, almost.
Hey.
All right.
I'm gonna go check if Voradon and my assistant teleported here specifically with us.
You look at the back of the bus, and Voradon is like half skewered, holding on for dear life. My Lady Sybil, we've made it. He reaches out for your hand.
You did, and I offer my hand. And I'm glad that you did. How many did we lose?
He looks back. All of them. Well, there was 4 of them that had food poisoning. They found the remains of the food that you all didn't want to eat, and they decided it smelled really good.
I would have done the same.
One cannot blame them considering the conditions that they lived in before we took them in.
Your hospitality knows no bounds, my lady. And he begins standing up, and you see like the blood squirting out from the wound in his chest, or like lower stomach.
Barnabas, can you help them?
Yes, Barnabas will do a cure wounds on him, just a level 1.
Oh wow, I feel magnificently better. None of them have enough hit points that a cure wounds is not a lot for them. And then your assistant. Oh my goodness. My lady, we survived. We made it through, just like you promised. Oh, we're gonna have so much fun here now. Oh, we have so much planning to start to do, all in the name of your god. Huh?
I thought he was the one that died immediately.
No, it was all the other ones that were first.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's smart enough not to be the first one. Oh, this is going to be so much
the limit.
fun. Yeah. This is going to be so much fun. We need to find so many more people to join our church and our cause. Everybody needs to know how amazing you are. Oh, we have so many itineraries to schedule. And do you think we can, like, rent out one of those coliseums for you to give, like, a public speech at or something? Oh, this is going to be so much interesting.
That, in fact, is going to be both of your first assignments.
Coliseum it is.
No, not the Coliseum.
No.
I meant reaching out to people. We've lost many members. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. They got us here. But we need to rebuild now.
Never forgotten.
You remember any of their names, Sybil?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Does the player remember any of their names?
Yeah, Voradon. I just said it a moment
Oh,
ago.
Voradon. Okay. So you have Voradon and your assistant. We gave him a name. Was it like Gary or something?
No, it was something else.
Harry?
It's something that sounded like a person that you wouldn't want to be friends with. I know that.
Yeah, it sounded pretty fancy.
Dresley pulls out his piece of paper of his organization's list. I really hope Keanu Allfather and Elizabeth Hotshot De Niro take good care of the rest of the boys.
Keanu Godfather.
They all have nicknames.
Fucking Keanu.
It was a random name generator. I didn't fucking
Hey,
know.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
We're all here for Keanu.
Yep. Let's go. Everyone cheer for Keanu. Like, honestly, like, he deserves it.
Loved him in Sonic.
Oh. Bill and
Was
Ted.
he
In,
in
in
Sonic?
this generation, Bill and
Yeah,
Ted. He's Shadow in the
He's
new one.
Sonic. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
He's the voice of Shadow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Most importantly, he was Bill.
No, wasn't he Ted?
No, he's Ted.
He's Ted?
He's Ted.
I thought he was Bill.
You were so confident.
Listen, I'm a
he's-
DM. I have to say everything with confidence, no matter what.
All right, so we've made it back here. We have little in effect of equipment or supplies.
You want to check for your dead bodies?
Sure.
Or Gildarts's car? If it's still here?
Oh yeah, no one came by.
Well, at least one person did, but
And still we're there. Okay.
they probably weren't old enough to do the burying. I'll check, see, are all of our corpses still here? Just charred bits of bone and...
I need a survival check to guesstimate the trajectory of a body through an explosion in an oil field.
Can I assist someone?
Sure, Durin, roll again.
24.
You know explosions, Durin. So, and you start walking them through. Well, if the center of the explosion happened on Dresley, that means it would have had to expand outwards over towards these barrels, which gives us our first round of explosions, which then would cascade outwards to the other oil barrels that we have, which would probably push the bodies a little bit further, and then it would finally get into the actual oil rig, which would cause an explosion from deep within the earth, pressing outwards, which means we should all be over in this area, maybe like a few 100 feet. And all of you walk a few 100 feet and...
Walk nothing. We have a bus that might or might not work.
It's a few 100 feet.
We're in the middle
Turning
of
on the bus costs more gas than it's worth to move.
Fair enough.
But Durin,
It's a 3-second drive.
and as you guys get out there, Durin, you look down and you see cressing out from the soil is your clicky pen.
As we're walking in that direction, Sybil will turn to her followers and she will say, "The people of the destroyed material tried to silence us, followers of the Great Serpent, but as you can see, by his grace they failed, and I reformed in the Feywild." I am most blessed by our Lord Sahir, and so are you now, for being here with me.
We're all blessed by Sahir. It is a wonderful bounty, and we will avenge the disrespect they put upon you.
We will.
I just lean over to Barnabas. They know they're gonna get killed if they keep saying that name, right?
Don't really think Sybil cares.
Good point.
So, you all start pulling out all of the dirt from this location, finding the remnants of bones, finding the remnants of charred and destroyed cloth, and the only thing that remains is all of your magical equipment, everybody. Congratulations, re-equip it.
Oh my god, I don't remember what it was.
It was on your sheet!
I deleted it.
I will
Go
also
back to
say-
the old sheet in the other game.
Yeah. I will also
Okay.
say I did also have this if it came to it. Oh. Well, I have locate object prepared. If it came
You're-
to it.
Hold
That would have
on.
helped, but you rolled a 24 survival, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you guys found the
That is-
bodies.
I'm
that
just
is
saying I
very
also could have
clever.
just cheated.
Let me see. It's the non-jump gate one. Let me find it.
Yep, the other one.
Can I-
Oh,
got
found
it.
it.
I also have to do that.
Yeah, me too. I deleted shit because I thought they were gone.
Well, that's
Yeah,
why we
same.
saved that other game and I didn't delete it yet. Foresight.
Yeah.
So I had already deleted it from the old game, but I remember two things.
You put
I
it in your-
remember a +1 scimitar that I bought.
Yep.
And I remember the boots that give me advantage on intimidation.
Okay. Yep, the snakeskin
Oh.
boots.
Ooh. Did I delete it on here too?
Oh no.
I
Hold on.
did, but I remember what my 3 items are. So
I think I remember what my 3 items is, but I think I also put them in like character vault to be safe.
Now,
Yep, I did too. So
character vault.
yeah,
It's
you
a
can.
Vault 20 thing.
Yeah, you can vault a character so you can import it to games that allow you to import
Oh.
later on. Yeah.
I've never done that.
I'm going to
Wow.
assume the smokes I had are gone.
Yeah, they're all burnt up.
Question: would the key ring for the school survive?
The key ring, no, but one of the keys does.
Ooh.
I am going to. I'm not muted, am I? Oh no,
No.
I'm not. I am going to pick up the scimitar that was shaped like a snake, as I recall,
Yeah.
and I'm going to show it to my followers.
They both bow to it.
Behold, and then I am going to use. Oh, why is it not?
Pact of the Blade.
doing it? Yeah,
Pact of the
I'm
Blade?
going to use Pact of the Blade on it to enchant it and bind it to me.
Yep. And you quickly dismiss it away and resummon it at will.
Mm-hmm.
You are graced with so much of her majesty and so much devotion. They just keep bowing to the weapon. So,
Look at this.
yep. Cultists, man, they're the dumbest people on Earth. Great workers,
Uh-huh.
though. Great workers. It's like people who work in customer service who actually believe we're like a family here. Great workers. But you know what, guys? Since you guys are going to have to spend some time locating your weapons and items and equipment and putting it over, how about before we leave, you all choose a direction we are heading so that I can better prepare for next session?
So what does everyone want to do next?
I don't know. Do you want to find your family, or I honestly kind of want to find Gildars because he technically owes me a car and a lot of money for my bank account.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Haversack. That was what it was. I had a haversack.
Barnabas's first priority would be checking on his little sister and his mother. But Barnabas is not going to press his agenda on anybody else. Barnabas still feels a lot of guilt over everyone's death, and so is putting everyone else before himself.
So does anyone want another pair of boots of elven kind? Because there's another pair here now. Not attune, don't need to attune to it.
Well, I mean, somebody should use them. Sybil already has boots.
I'll take them.
There you go.
Boots.
Wait, so Durin has his boots, those boots, the googly eyes, the devil's sunglasses, and his onesie now survive his back.
And his lightsaber?
Yep.
The,
Although I don't know if I'm still proficient with that.
It's fine. It was a kid's toy anyways.
Yeah, I'm just saying I might give it to Dressley. Yep, I'm gonna give it to Dressley now.
Can I merge my spiked armor with my armor of donning and doffing?
You'll have to get it to a proper enchanter to do that.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
to
right.
combine two different magical things. I mean, getting your spiked armor to be doving and doffing, yeah, you can definitely do that, but you need to bring it to a proper enchanter. Which luckily, well, if you're lucky enough, you should know one in town.
It was a thing of wound closure was the necklace I had, right?
A
Yes.
parapet or whatever?
Very apt.
Ariapt.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, it was the one that automatically stabilized you when you fell.
Yep. So no d20 rolls, but hey, you're stable. Well, so we have...
So does anybody have anything pressing they want to do? Other than just check on family members?
I mean,
I don't
check
have
it with
any-
other people like Gildarts and Oshant, but other than that, I'm not really.
I have plans, but I don't have anything pressing now.
I guess, do we want to go to school and get our GEDs?
I mean, I feel like, yeah, we probably should.
a
At
gilded,
this very
educated
moment.
Especially
degree.
today's job market.
Well, do remember, and that it makes a good point that I hadn't thought of. You technically need to be licensed as an adventurer, as a member of a guild, to use magics and stuff out in public.
Above second
Certain
level.
levels. Yeah.
Above second level. You can use first and seconds and cantrips just living your life. But third is where shit becomes...
I have no choice because all of my shit is 3rd level.
Yeah, but it can be a second level spell, and you're good at deception. So...
You know,
So-
I have a... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say maybe we should find Ochant or Gildarts, and because remember they have an adventurers guild of their own.
Oh yeah, shortcut.
I don't really want to go back to school. Do any of you guys really want to go back to school as 19-year-old sophomores, even if we skipped the end of the grade we were on?
I never did get to sell pot to freshmen.
That's so funny.
But you can still do that. You don't have to be at the school.
Oh, then yeah, I'll go with it.
Barnabas, do you recall the name of that bar?
Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm back to school. Adam,
Yeah, I know.
I'm not pulling a Billy Madison. The name of which bar?
The name of that bar where you all started that fight and people were killed?
The Gnome Dome.
Yes, the Gnome Dome.
The Gnome Dome. I wonder
How
if
could you
it's
possibly
still
forget that?
open.
Maybe. Should be. We didn't close down the bar, just the stuff underneath of it. Well,
No,
Good
but
call.
it's
We
been
should
6
definitely get
years.
some Coke.
Oh shit, Barnabas, our bikes. They've been in storage by themselves for 6 years. Those poor sentient devils.
yes, I need to banish it.
Oh no, come on.
They run off the only thing worse than oil, souls.
Mm-hmm.
I forget, was my breastplates magical?
I don't think so. You had the sword.
The sword I gave to you was Sword of
What?
Warning that gave you advantage on your initiative.
Yeah, probably not going to use a sword anymore. Do you want it? Because with the retool of everything, I ended up with Shillelagh.
Ah.
Ooh, that's good.
So that gives me a much better to hit and much better damage than I'm gonna get with a longsword.
I spent so much fucking money on that sword.
Yeah, you did.
It's useful,
It is. It's still a good sword.
but now I have +1 longsword and +1 dagger. You know what? I'll see which is worth more to trade in for armor. Because honestly, I need better armor than this shit.
Keep in mind, you're fucking level 5.
Yeah, but this is freaking ring mail. Or no, it's chain mail or something.
Oh, yeah, you probably want better armor than chainmail.
Like I am a movable moving paladins, so I don't need to hire AC. I just need no dis. Well, technically, I wouldn't have disadvantage anyway. We'll see what happens with the mall if it still exists.
You just need a breastplate. Because breastplate is the best medium armor you can get without the stealth disadvantage.
We're in the 90s, not the 2000s. Malls still exist.
Malls didn't die until like the 2010s, really. Well, I don't know. I guess maybe I was done with them by the 2000s.
I worked in one, so I can't say shit. So,
I worked in one until 2000, I think.
So from what I've heard, check on family, go to the mall, go to the Gnome Dome, find guild arts, and tracking down Ochant is actually going to be a task.
Okay.
Keep in mind, he's off the grid.
We can start with guild arts. We can find guild arts and see if he can give us a lead on Ochant.
Yep.
But your family's the closest. If we want to do that, we should just do that here.
I gotta look that up.
Barnabas, your dad still lives on the estate, but your mom moved out with your sister.
Yeah, I gotta find out where. I gotta look up to see where my mom moved to. I have it written down. Yeah, I don't really care about going to see. I don't know. I should go see Dad just to get into it with him.
Look, Dad, I'm big now. Just
to let him know I'm here. Where is it?
You want to drive by your dad's place and flip him off?
Just all I have is that Mom divorced and left with my little sister. Is all I have written down.
Yeah, you'll have
what
to do
happened to your older
ascending.
sister? She graduated, right?
Yeah.
My older sister graduated. I'm talking about my younger sister.
You would have to do ascending to your mom to get her address and where she is.
Or I could just stop by and ask Dad.
True.
Say, where's her mail being forwarded to these days?
Hey, Dad, I'm here asking you, where's Mom?
I'm back in the dead and ruined your life, by the way.
That is what Barnabas wants to do. He wants to go and ask Dad, where's Mom?
Yeah. Oh, God. All right, so next session, find family, track down guild arts, see if the Gnome Dome's still together, go to the mall. Sound good?
Yes.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well then, players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you had a great time. Welcome back to Spellington Heights, baby.